and welcome to HBCU 101.
I had all them no's, but I got that one. I didn't give up.
Spellman's in the building.
Drum major for Morehouse's House of Funk.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to HBCU 101. I am your host, Jaleel Thurman. HBCU 101 is a show that will take you all over the nation, give you the ins and outs of HBCUs with a little taste of the HBCU flavor. On today's episode, you guys are in for a show. We have a St. Augustine alumna coming through, and she is one hilarious person. But before we get to that, let's check out our HBCU news and see what's buzzing in the community.
Hey everybody, Morehouse making news once again. The Atlanta school recently received a $9 million grant from the National Science Foundation as a founding partner of the HBCU Undergraduate Success Research Center. Now, it's an initiative designed to increase educational and employment opportunities for minorities who are interested in STEM subjects. They will study the impact of STEM initiatives at 50 HBCUs across the country. The data collected will be used to help mainstream state institutions and other liberal arts colleges graduate more minority STEM majors. Morehouse is sharing part of that $9 million grant with Spelman and Virginia State University. That's a quick look at news. Let's get back to HBCU 101 with Jaleel Thurman.
The next guest that we're bringing is killing the game. A lot of you, those that went to school, know her for her hilarious energy, her enthusiasm on the radio. But the world knows her for her hilarious acts on MTV's Wildin' Out. It brings me great pleasure to introduce today's guest. She's a St. Augustine alumna, comedian, music artist, actress, brand ambassador, just queen of all trades, all right? Miss Pretty Vee.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up, V? What's up, V? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm so blessed. God is amazing. You know, I'm just going with the wind. You know, it's a pandemic still, but like I told my homegirl today, it's blessings that come out of COVID. So right now, I'm just receiving all, of them, and God is good. Yep,
Come on,
I'm good.
God is good all the time. And all the time. V, let's talk HBCUs. Let's get right to it.
Let's get it.
You're from Miami, right? First of all, there's an HBCU in Miami, Florida Memorial. However, you decided to take your talents all the way up north, left the hot Miami weather, and found your way at St. Augustine University in North Carolina. Please talk to me about the experience, how you even got there. What's up?
So first and foremost, I'm from Miami, but I moved from Miami to South Carolina. And then I did my high school in South Carolina, and then I went to North Carolina. So again, when you were in North Carolina, the Carolinas, you like, I might as well just take it up a notch. Either you're gonna go back home or you just gonna go up. So, and for real, you had the Benedicts, you had the Allens. I wasn't trying to go there. It's like you getting teased to go there. I'm like, what do you mean? Benedict is Black folks. We look the same. Like, it's still got a Delta. You still got the sororities and AKAs and the Qs and all that. So I'm like, I could be a part. You make the school. The school doesn't, you just got to make your environment in the yard. And I'm like, you know what? They don't got no radio program for me. So I researched. And again, I didn't come out of college, with high school with the best GPA and all that. So I had to really look around and see who could, take and slap me in, so St. Augustine University was that school. So I left South Carolina, went to Raleigh, North Carolina, and I fell in love with the campus. I toured it. I walked through every classroom and every building, and then I fell in love with the radio, mass communication program, the department there. And I was like, you know what? I see myself here. I could take over this school. And I did that and more. I was involved in every activity, every homecoming event. Radio Lounge 22 was my radio show I had there on campus that we did Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 from the sexy, cool, and R&B music from the 80s, 90s, and today. Shout out to all my hosts and my co-hosts, John Newton, Quan Baton, Allie, Shakina. It was all of us, and we took it over. So yeah.
Your experience at St. Aug, what was one of the most memorable moments that you could think of right now?
Being a part of the radio department. Just seeing the traffic that I've brung to that department, and just knowing like I literally was on this console board changing and switching gears myself. Like every moment for me mattered when I was in that department, and bringing people in with me in that radio department was everything, So I fell in love with that. That's the whole memorable moment for me. But also graduation was just seeing everyone who I came in with graduating with me as well, So it was amazing. Those are my two that I would say: graduation and being a part of such a department that took me and expanded me as a person, as a student. But I knew like radio was my thing at that time. I was like, I could do this. I could do this like Angie. I could do this like Lala. I could do this like Ludacris. I could do this like Khaled. I could do all this. So I'm like, I want to stick to this. Like I was in there every night, every day, coming up with relationship topics, coming up with who I could bring on. I was talking to people at John C. Smith and telling them to come and tune in with me. Like, come on and be on the show and call in so we can talk about it. So that was the moment for me that stuck with me.
And I think that's a special moment for, I think, many different reasons. I'm sure, it gave you a sense of fulfillment, like you were just explaining,
yes.
Being able to do that. But I also think that, when you want to be in the mass communications field, when you want to be in TV or radio, and when you're able to make that impact that you were able to make, I think that probably more so spoke volumes for you that you could do that in real life. Like, this is just
yes.
college right now, but now I'm going to go ahead and take over the world. And I'm sure that's the feeling that you had putting the radio show together. Now, on the radio, was there any special guests that you guys might have? Like, were you able to get celebrities to tune in, or were you just more so working on just building relationships with other universities?
At that time, just building relationship with other universities and just everyone around Raleigh, the students that would come in and talk and give me their point of view of our relationship. So, and we have people that call in from like Australia. I didn't even know they knew the number. So it was just that, I didn't have at the time. What's so crazy at the time, we will get into that, but we had a special guest that's big now that came on that I brought back to my university. And he's huge now, but at the time it was no celebrities, just me and my crew.
You was killing the game.
And killing it.
But that's where you got started. And that's what I want to dive into, but we're going to dive into it after this commercial break. Listen, it's Jalil, it's Pretty Vee, it's HBCU 101. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back.
HBCU 101. Welcome back to HBCU 101.
Welcome back to HBCU 101. I am your host, Jalil Thurman, and I have Miss Pretty Vee with me today, our special guest, Vee. Before we dive into your career, before we get back into St. Aug, got a little HBCU trivia for you. Out of these 4 HBCUs, which one is the oldest in the state of Texas? Is it Wiley College? Is it Texas Southern? Is it Prairie View A&M? Or is it Paul Quinn College?
I was gonna say Texas Roadhouse. I'm gonna say Texas Roadhouse on that list. I would have to go. What's the third one? What you said?
The third one was, I think, Wiley. So you got Wiley College, you have Texas Southern, Prairie View A&M, and Paul Quinn.
I would say Prairie View A&M.
Prairie View A&M is not actually the oldest. Paul Quinn, it's a small HBCU, but it's in Dallas, Texas. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's real small. But it definitely was founded first. But that's okay. That's okay.
I know, that's okay. I mean,
next time.
I just heard the A&M, so when it's that, it give you a little more moment, like, okay, that may be,
I feel
you know how them folks do it.
I know, so. Come on now. But all right, let's get back to it. St. Aug, radio, and that's where you really found your way and feeling like you have a place in this industry, right? Then you took your talents to Instagram and got booming and got crazy. Then then MTV, and your career has taken off. What has that journey been like for you?
Oh my God, unbelievable one. I've always, when people always ask me, how do you feel coming from this and now this? I'm like, people, you still gotta pinch me. I'm still like, I'm just doing what I love to do. So when you know, like, this is supposed to be your call and this is like, this was supposed to happen, you're just like having fun with it and working. So that's been my attitude. When people are like excited for things, I'm excited for, but I'm like, this was my call, this is my purpose. I just gotta keep going. So it's been great. The ride's been good. We have our ups and downs. You know, during COVID, I was in my head like, dag, like my job is outside of my home. I'm gonna be in this for a little bit. We don't know when it's gonna be done. Really, I gotta do all this. Like, that's a lot, you know, but the God that I serve, he is awesome. He makes way. So, you know, I can't complain about my journey. This is only the beginning. It's still being written.
Let's talk about some of your collaborations. Let's start with City Trends and what you were able to do. This was prior to the pandemic, but during the pandemic, you were able to really pivot in a way to put everything online. So that way your client base, your customers, your fans, and the people that love you and support you can still do that. How has that been with City Trends and that relationship and that continuing to grow everything you got going on?
City Trends, wow. I started off just being a brand ambassador for the company. And one day me and my manager was like, we're bringing this traffic to this company. We have to go up a notch with them. Like, let's figure this out. So I expanded my brand with having my own electronics and beauty, which is in stores right now, 570 stores, 33 states. So we needed to expand that. And we needed to be like, you know what? Let's get from this brand ambassadorship moment to get to entrepreneurship, CEO. You have a voice in your creativity, you know, your fires. So I'm just like, you know what, like, let's do it this way. So during the pandemic, it was hard. You know, it's still a pandemic, but in the beginning of this pandemic, it was really hard because all the stores got shut down. So I had to go back to City Trends and say, we need a website. We need that because my supporters and the customers that want to buy can't go in the stores because of what's going on right now with COVID. So we have to expand that to the website now, online. So that's been going on right now. That's completely sold out. We're definitely going to be restocking in September, November-ish. But it's been going great. You know, a lot of ups and downs. I actually have a meeting after I get off right now, and I have to talk to my lawyer about certain things and making sure we're on the same page.
Now, what inspired the beauty and tech line?
My skin is so sensitive. I wanted my own brushes that was cruelty-free, vegan-free, and it's affordable. You know, you go into other department stores and you see, oh my God, I got to pay $30 for just one brush. My whole set is $14.99. You know, I just wanted to just bring, I'm a girly girl, so I wanted to just bring what I love, which is a cleansing brush, which is makeup brushes with his lashes, eye mask that has my slogans on there. Like, I wanted them to come into my world of what I love. And that's what I did with City Trends when it came to that side of things, which is beauty. When it comes to electronics, everything that's on the electronic side, is radio, my own headphones, my AirPods. You don't have to spend $200 for AirPods. You could get them for $5.99. They're still affordable. They're still top quality. And it works just like an Apple. So what's good? Right, you know, and shower speaker. I'm in my shower doing skits and stuff. I want y'all to join me as well and have y'all speaker blasted in there. It's waterproof. Get it wet up. You and your honey in the shower, whatever that is. You know, you got the Jodeci playing. Okay. I wanted y'all to feel my movements that I go on with when it happened 2 years ago. I'm single, but you know, when I did have a little boo, that shower speaker was running. And I wanted to create that with City Trends, and I did. And it's the rock.
And that's dope. I would like to say congratulations again on such a collaboration. But I think what's really unique about it is that you were able to weave in V, you know, into what it is that you really wanted the people to see. And City Trends allowed you to do that. And I think that's what's really unique about the collaboration that you got. All right.
Yes.
But there's more that we have to talk about. I want to talk about what V got going on today, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to do that when we come back from the commercial break. It's HBCU 101. It's Jalil. It's Pretty Vee. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Did you know that Shaw University is the founding home of North Carolina A&T State University? Elizabeth City State University, and Fayetteville State University.
HBCU 101. Welcome back to HBCU 101.
Welcome back to HBCU 101. It's Jaleel, it's Pretty Vee. Vee, you're doing some amazing things right now. Some amazing things. We talked radio in college. We talked your cosmetics, electronics line. Now let's talk a little bit more about Vee now and how you've been able to even pivot in the pandemic. All right, I done seen you in a couple videos.
Stop
You know what I'm saying? I
it.
done seen you on some magazines.
Hey, move your body, now bend your knees, now booty squeeze, now she click, 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 click. Yes, that is out. The visuals are out, you guys. It's so dope. When I tell you, I got some little scenes, I got my little booty showing, but it's okay. You know, it goes with the song. You know, those are out right now. Booty Squeeze is out on all major platforms. It's a single right now that all the ladies are enjoying, and I can't believe my behind did all that in that video. I was like, look, I did not know I could do no splits. I could be on this treadmill. We got some dope people. Shout out to Tigger, Funny Marco, Quad, a lot of Taz girls for my coming out. Like, it's just for coming out. There's a lot of dope people in the video that showed me love.
Yeah.
And shout out to my producer, Ron Browns, for, believing in me, believing in my craft, and allowing me to change not the game up, but like do it in my way, but change from being an influencer to now like an artist, like, developing my artistry the right way. So like, I just want to, congratulate, him and tell him I'm proud of him for even stepping right beside me and stepping up to the plate to make sure I'm putting out the right visuals and the right music. So I thank him for that. But the magazine,
come on
you
now.
already know.
Talk to me.
You seen your girl on Hype magazine. Now you see y'all rolling out magazine. Yes.
Okay.
It's a back to school. Yes, it's the back to school edition with rolling out. So shout out to everybody going back to school. I'm so sorry that this pandemic took away fun, your cubby, your lunchbox, your friends,
Right.
the campus life,
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, you still out here flourishing, glowing.
Yeah. Glowing.
Come on now.
Glow. But what's so crazy? What I could say about HBCU, it definitely gives you that courage to do more. I could have achieved so much more. Like, I'm here around my black people. We're the same color. We doing the same thing. Our drive is remarkable. We are determined. We want change. We got like this strong sauce to us, and just the sauciness of us is crazy. Like, you gotta love on black people because it's like everything. So for me to go to HBCU, St. Augustine University, shout out to them. Like, for me to walk that campus strong with my head held high, I felt like I could achieve anything. Yeah. Even when my behind was failing, I was like, I could achieve that. I could do that. I'm not going to class. Forget it. But I did what I was to do. I walked through that campus strong, gracefully, with my bags, my little briefcase I was walking with, my portfolio to class. So that, going to HBCU makes you grow up, because you got so many, influence around you, and people that has been in the campus for years and been working, then seen everything. Shout out to Coach K. He went to St. Augustine University. He got a big label right now, QC. Yeah. Shout out to Lil Yachty's mom. I did not know she went to St. Aug, but she told me like, hey, I went to St. Aug. And, so it's just, when you on that campus, you never know who has walked those,
you never know.
The sidewalk and all that. You don't know that.
Because HBCU experience is one of a kind. V, before we get out of here, I got 5 on it, real quick.
Ooh,
I got 5 on it. But I got 5 on it is a this or that, and I'm gonna ask you 2 questions, and you just tell me who or what you have 5 on. Cool?
Okay.
All right. Homecomings. I'm gonna take you back to Texas since we were in Texas. Who do you think has a better homecoming, whether you've seen them or not, or just at least seen it on social media? Prairie View A&M or Texas Southern? Who you got 5 on?
I got 5 on Texas Southern.
Okay. I feel that. I felt that too.
Yeah, you feel like that's Southern.
I feel you.
Where how you just you got all the cues and everybody around there going crazy.
You know what? You know we're not gonna talk about the cues today. Shout out to them, but we're not gonna do that. All right, and last one. Being that you did do high school in South Carolina, and so I'm sure you're familiar with some of the schools in South Carolina. Who do you have 5 on when it comes to home to the yard? South Carolina State or Claflin? They next door to each other. So who yard you think get more lit? Who you got 5 on?
South Carolina State.
Oh, you been there. You know what's up.
Yeah.
Got you. Now, V, let the people know where they can find you.
You already know what time it is. Facebook, yes, I'm Pretty Vee. YouTube, yes, I'm Pretty Vee. Instagram, you already know what it is. Yes, I'm Pretty Vee. And you already know, shop at your local city trends all around the world, 570 stores. And if you can't get it in stores, you get it on my website at shopprettyvee.com. And thank you so much for having me. HBCU 101.
Nah,
good.
V, I appreciate you. Your energy has been unmatched. You came in here and I love it. And I want to say thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
It's HBCU 101. It's Jalil. It's Pretty Vee. We'll be right back. Sickle cell disease occurs among 1 out of every 365 African American births.
HBCU 101. Welcome back to HBCU 101.
Today's Wear Brim Spotlight is Tuskegee University alumna Leticia Hunt, CEO of Fora. Fora is an accessory line comprised of Revolution Wear. Fora is a double acronym that stands for 4-Hour Robert Earl Hunt, an ode to her grandfather, and 4-Hour Revolution, Evolution, and Healing, an ode to her culture. If you know someone who should be featured on the Wear Brim Spotlight, please email us at info@hbcu101.com. And that's it for today's episode of HBCU 101. I'd like to send a special thank you to Miss Pretty Vee for stopping by, talking with us, giving us the ins and outs of what she has going on and her experience at St. Aug. For the entire crew, I am your host, Jalil Thurman, and I'll see you next week.